Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. If you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we will go straight over to those charts. So Bitcoin on the 4 hour. So we had our test down yesterday to the lower side of this range we're in, the 11,200, and then we pretty immediately had a bounce back up again, up to I was actually watching this in real time, up to 11,400, and then basically found our way back to exactly where we started. But yeah, we subsequently have now started to push back up, back above this 11,400, creeping towards this 11,500 and to this 11,550 mid level. Mid 11,500 level. That basically, if we get above there, then I think we do then just see continuation to the top of the range, basically around about 12,000. So that is kind of what we're looking at. That is what is looking like is on the cards here. The most likely scenario. It is looking good for Bitcoin. We've had a couple of tests down. We're holding the middle of the range, and now we're looking like to test to the upside. Obviously, after our move up. In obviously a larger time frame macro move up. So yeah, so we are basically waiting for the CMEs to open, for the stock market futures to open, for the currency markets to open, to kind of see what direction we're going to get from there, because obviously we do know we have got this move here basically hanging over us, this sell-off in the stock market. If we get a continuation down in stock markets and up in the DXY, which did close okay, to be honest, again at our make or break point, we've got to either break this point. If we get supported here and move upwards, then I think it does look bad. It will look particularly well, I say bad, it'll look bullish for the dollar, but bad for risk assets. So yeah, we've got to keep an eye on these, but I think these will give us the direction. But Bitcoin alone, standing alone, looking at this, Bitcoin is looking good. It is looking like we can break up, but obviously Bitcoin does not lead the major markets in any way, shape or form. The major markets lead Bitcoin and influence Bitcoin. So that's obviously what we are waiting for. At the weekend, again, kind of like I said at the start of the weekend, Friday evening, usually just expect the ranging price action, test the bottom side, test the lower side, just ranging price action over the weekend. Because like I said, a big important one, that the most important driver of sort of the intraday price action anyway, or the weekly price action will be stock markets and major markets. Clearly Bitcoin has gone up in its existence thousands of percent, and the stock market hasn't gone up thousands of percent, but obviously we obviously understand the directional on a shorter time frame is going to be dictated by those major markets. So yeah, we are ideally looking for a break to the upside, but yeah, like I said, we're probably going to have to wait to get some direction from the markets, or I think we just need the nod from stock markets here to basically start to trade up on the futures. Maybe when they open, the futures open, and then maybe at 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, the PPT will come in. The plunge protection team will come in and buy those e-mini futures up en masse. And yeah, drive us up, and then we'll get a nice gap up open at the actual cash open. Don't rule that out as a possibility, and I think that will be all Bitcoin really needs to trigger a move into this zone here. Realistically, I'd be expecting us to get up to 12k, but first things first, get back above this level, into this zone, and then we'll look about making some progress up to 12k. Obviously the downside is clear now. The downside is 11,200. We've got this new level that has been respected a few times, also 11,300. So yeah, I mean, closing below 11,300 and certainly below, even trading below 11,200 will probably get us a move down to 11,100, 11,000, and then we'll have to see what happens. But my instincts would be we'll get big buying coming in here. So unless we're getting a catastrophic move down based on a catastrophic move down in stock markets, or a catastrophic for us move up in the DXY, then I think we'll get supported quite nicely here, even if it's only temporary. But I don't think it would be. I think it would basically be the signal for some big players to FOMO long. So that is it. No, it's not. We'll have a look at stochastics. Yeah, 4 hour again turning back up again. So 4 hour turning up whilst we are approaching that 11,500 could definitely give us the momentum to get through. 10 hour is turning up now from a low base. That could definitely give us the momentum to get through and up. 12 hour looking like it's going to turn up as well, potentially at this trend line that we've got. So I mean, if we have the 4 hour, 10 hour and the 12 hour all moving up nicely, we are going to 12k, guys. And then daily, even daily has a potential trend line coming in. It can get supported out and turn back up. Obviously, by daily is still moving up nicely. 3-day moving up nicely. 5-day is still pointing up. Weekly is pointing up. Bi-weekly can obviously stay up there. And monthly is looking good. So we are on the verge of a full house for these stochastics. So I mean, that really is telling me that if we get above 11.5 or those levels in the mid 11.5s, that well, as certain as I can be based on stochastic reads, that we are going to come and test 12k, and then yeah, I mean, and then obviously we could potentially play out of that range and then break through 12k. So things are looking particularly good. Again, like I said, the only spanner in the works will be stock markets and the dollar, so we've got to keep an eye on those. So that is it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on today.